My name is Joe Morton. I'm a pretty ordinary guy from Canada whose career path has taken me to different parts of the world. Years ago I found myself in Southeast Asia. I've always had an interest in botanicals, always looking for the natural plants and fruits and herbs waiting to be discovered. See, I grew up in a family where natural health was emphasized. So here I was in that exotic part of the world browsing for the next important herb or leaf or root when my discovery hit me by surprise. It came like many important discoveries when it was least expected. It was in a quaint cafe. After a light meal, I was offered a taste of fruit. I'd never seen this fruit before. I was told it only ripens twice a year and is extremely sought after. About the size of a small peach, it had a dark purple rind surrounding the most beautiful white fruit that you can imagine. The taste was remarkable, a sensation that was both sweet and slightly tart. I couldn't believe the flavor. Now I have to understand, as someone who has traveled all over the world and been exposed to hundreds of botanicals on the market, I'm prepared for all kinds of flavors and tastes that are unusual, even disagreeable. That is not what I got the first time I tasted this fruit. I fell in love. I asked about it, first at the cafe of course, but later with natives throughout the land. It was called mangosteen, but most people know it as the queen of fruits. I sought out those familiar with local folklore and learned that while the fruit is valued for its flavor, the rind, or pericarb, has been used for all kinds of conditions going back generations. Now that got me excited. See, there was something I'd learned during my life. If something is good for you, and it's natural, then it has to taste bad, right? Wrong. That's why so many supplements come in capsules. In fact, the better it is for you, the worse it tastes, or so people say. But here I was with a fruit that was incredibly delicious, and might just be good for you too. Over the course of time, I launched into the informal research through books, libraries, documents, and later the internet. My brothers Gordon and David, and a colleague Aaron Garrity, joined me in a path of discovery. The mangosteen may have been unknown to Western taste buds, but it turns out that the volume of scientific research done on the fruit and the pericarb was staggering. We had a stack of printouts probably 1.5 feet thick. The mangosteen, scientists had learned, was a super rich source of an incredibly powerful chemical compound called xanthons, and they had been scrutinized by research teams for the potential benefits to virtually every system of the body. We continued digging whenever we had the time, and we discovered more and more research on the mangosteen fruit and its pericarb, and yet absolutely nothing in regards to marketed products. How could a fruit like the mangosteen, something so heavenly delicious and so rich in beneficial properties, how could this fruit be so unknown to most of the world? Why weren't there all kinds of mangosteen supplements out there? The answer was simple. Somebody has to be the first. And that somebody was us.
Armed with mountains of scientific research, Joe and Morton sought out the best minds in the dietary supplement industry to help them develop one of the world's most delicious beneficial beverages. The drink and the company that produced it would come to be known as Zango. Zango, the whole fruit puree of the mangosteen, is the result of modern science applied to ancient folklore. While the original inhabitants of Southeast Asia could see the effects of using the mangosteen, they couldn't know what made those results possible. Today, we know that the mangosteen is an extraordinary source of xanthones, powerful antioxidants with a host of beneficial properties. Xanthones are a family of phytonutrients that exhibit a number of remarkable qualities. Two of the most powerful xanthones, alpha-mangostin and gamma-mangostin, are found in the mangosteen, particularly in the pericarp, or rind. Richer in antioxidant properties than even vitamin C and E, these xanthones have undergone significant scientific research for various beneficial qualities. Zango derives its name from both the science xanthones and the fruit mangosteen. This remarkably delicious dietary supplement represents the convergence of age-old wisdom and contemporary technology. And now, this marriage of science and nature is available to everyone.
The story of Zango is a story that begins with happenstance. I had prepared my whole life for that moment. What has followed has been hard work, from the research to the formulation to the preparation to the launch of this extraordinary product. A singular product, unique in all the world. Zango.